Hello, I'm David.
And I'm Matthew.
So now we're going to do the newest edition of SOS Titanic. Right. And if any of you know the previous edition, this is what it looked like. Lucky to have a copy.
The OG.
Yes, but I'm excited to see this because there's some major improvements on this compared to the original edition.
There certainly are.
All right, so this is 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, about 25 minutes. And if you're not familiar with this, it uses a solitaire mechanic, but in a very creative way. We're going to have the Titanic here, and the reason why we have this closed, because look at that foil stamping there. So nice. Mm-hmm. And unlike the original edition, this is like Mylar. I mean, you would really have to try hard to tear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really high quality pages.
But still don't try.
Yeah, and the book's bigger. The book's bigger. I'm happy to see that. So I'm seeing the components for the first time here, although I do know how to play, and that's why I'm taking the lead on this one, if you've seen our other videos.
Yeah.
So Matthew gets to take a little bit of a break. So the object of this is to try to rescue as many passengers as possible. And so we're going to have a passenger deck. And just like in real life, you have second class and first class. And with first class, there's going to be 2 sets of numbered 1 through 13.
That's right.
And if I show you here on the camera, how do you know the difference in the sets? Well, because there'll be a little anchor here. And if you manage to get everybody off the boat, rescue all the passengers, there's extra scoring opportunities, right?
That's correct. It's hard to do, but...
Yeah, I haven't done it yet either.
I haven't either.
So if you look right here, if I... See, can I find a first class that doesn't have that symbol? Let's see here. I'm getting all the ones with that symbol. Okay, right here. See how this first class set does not have that symbol. So they're numbered 1 through 13. Mm-hmm. And that's important to remember because second class are numbered 1 through 17. And so I have found it can be difficult to get, just like how it happened, unfortunately, in real life.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to get the second class off compared to the first class. And you'll notice that a little difference here. You have the boats that are numbered 1 here. And the difference is between the first and the second class is a little shading here. So that's the first class boat, and it will say right here. Okay. So first class is shaded that way, and second class is shaded this way, and it also says on the card. Yep. So you have this deck, basically two sets of second class, numbered 1 through 17, so that's 34 cards. 2 sets of first class, numbered 1 through 13, that's 26 cards. And you shuffle, you combine them all. So this is, when I played the original, the rule book didn't do a good job of kind of telling you to combine all the cards. It was weird the way, for me, the way it was set up in the rule book. It made you think that you had to separate the cards.
And then, maybe it meant when you're trying to organize them, probably, but it didn't explain it well, yeah. I'm imagining.
Yeah, I just know that even when I reread it recently, I was like, why do you do that again? It just needed to say, combine all the cards and deal them out.
Yeah, simple is best sometimes. So
you're going to shuffle all these up, and what is how many do we do in each row column again?
It's going to be 4, 6, 8, 10.
Okay, so the way the game is going to progress is that you got to start rescuing passengers as quick as possible from, is this the aft? This is the stern, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember my boating terms. What's the back end?
Don't put me on the spot, because I don't know either.
I don't remember. But from this end of the boat, you want to move them. Of course, you're going to rescue them, try to put them on the boats.
The lifeboats. Okay,
on the lifeboats. But if you can't, you want to try to move them more towards the stern. And you'll see there's these spots here. So we start out with, you said 4, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be 4 in the first one.
And you flip up the top one. So I'm going to push this up here. So you never know how it's going to get laid out. And Matthew was pointing out to me that this is how the boat looked. It was that dark.
It was a moonless night.
But for sake of art, we got to have some light. Otherwise, the game looks too drab. So 6.
Yeah, actually learned a lot of interesting facts about the Titanics when we were doing this game.
All right, so just to make sure we can fit everything in the camera, because I'd rather have it zoomed in than have it zoomed out and have I want you to be able to see things up close.
Yeah.
So here we have a first class that's a 3 and a second class that's a 14. Now this one's 8, right?
Yep.
And then 5, 6, 7, and then 8.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Because what we can do is we can move this 13 to one of the open spots.
That's our safety officer.
Oh, there you go. 4, 6, 8, and then 10, right?
Yep.
Okay. Da, 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 da. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna have to put them face up because we are going to be stacking these.
Yeah. They get pretty long.
Yeah.
Especially when we have to combine them at times.
Correct. All right. So these are the passengers that we're going to be working with. We have the deck of passengers that we're going to be drawing from to add, like in solitaire. So that we'll put this right here because we'll have a discard pile. What can happen in the game is if you take the passenger action. Is that what the action is called? Passenger action? What's it? The terminology?
Yeah, let's get that right. It is move passenger in the beginning.
Okay.
And then there's take action, where you play an action card or you attempt a passenger rescue.
Passenger rescue. Okay. So the passenger rescue, that's when we draw from this deck, and if this deck runs out, we'll be flipping the page, and it will be filling in. So eventually, if we don't do well enough, you'll see the time marker right here simulates what happened in history. If this fills in, then these passengers are going to combine with this, and that's bad because it can slow down our progress.
Yeah, it's going to mess up our order.
Right,
we've been working on.
Right, because we got to create a set. So what happened is we're going to put, when we rescue passengers, we're going to be putting the ones over here, and we can put just like in solitaire, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 17s and 13s can fill up these spots. So if I were to move the 13 here, then we can do 12, 11, 10, and hopefully we can get lucky enough here that we're moving the 17s and 13s over here to the ones through whatever. So we got to somehow, balance it out so that we can get those ones over there and then start taking stuff that's stacked up on the 13s and the 17s onto the lifeboats. Oh, what did that? Oh,
that goes there.
Yeah, that's my fault.
Good.
All right, so we kind of set it up a little bit out of order. You're supposed to get your, I think, your crew member first, and so it's randomized. You see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 possible crew you can play, so that adds some of the variability. So Matthew's going to play this one. I'm going to play this one.
I'm the third officer.
And why does this matter? Because this is going to tell you how many action cards you start out with. So I start out with
1.
1. I start with 1 action card, and then we can draw, and we can try to rescue up to 6. 1 through 6. So the icon's a little different than the original, but now that I know what that means, this tells me, so I pick from the action deck, so you shuffle this as well. And you can get more actions as the game progresses.
Yeah, those actions they come in handy, that's for sure.
So this card right here, I start out with this, and this is a cooperative game, by the way. Here's my turn. So let's look at what I start out with is this card. So what does that do?
So your turn. So in here we have a reference for all the action cards as well as the unique skills that the crew have. So you just have to find it in the rule book. And right here, your turn. So it explains how this works. With your action, you can choose a line, look at all the cards in the line, face up and face down, and then choose a passenger to place at the front of the line, set aside that passenger, shuffle the other cards from the line, and place them all face down, forming a new line in the same deck. Place the chosen passenger in front of the reshuffled line. So if we have a really long line and we need a specific card number, you get to look through it all and kind of put that aside, and then we reshuffle it in there. So this can definitely come in handy. Okay,
and then you started out with this guy, and here's your action card.
I got the same one, so.
Okay, it's right. I mean,
that's how it goes.
Does it tell you how many? Yeah, 2. Out of all the action cards here, we drew the only 2 in the deck.
That's all right. We'll get more.
Yeah, we will get more. That's fine.
So our crew member actually has a unique ability as well attached to them.
Are we playing the version where you play with crew abilities?
Yes.
Okay.
so
Let's go over your crew ability.
Yeah, I'm the third officer, so I'll look in here. And also,
Right here, if you show it on the camera right there.
something you can't really see here, but if you're playing solo, you only have access to certain crew members.
Okay.
This little icon here shows like 2 kind of people. So if it doesn't have that, those are the crew members available in solo.
Okay.
Just so it's easily to figure that out.
I don't know if that's in the original edition or not. I don't remember.
I don't know either. I haven't gotten to play the original. But, so okay, he does not take an action card when he fails in setting up the passenger rescue. Well, that's kind of a bummer because that's one of the perks. On the other hand, he takes an action card each time another crew member fails this task. Well, that's...
So in other words, if I fail, you're going to get an action card.
And you'll
too.
also get an action card.
That could be. So I guess I got to fail if I want to get you an action card.
Yeah,
so
this works out, I guess.
No, it will. Now that we know of it. And then my guy.
Let's see, Gian, the wireless officer.
Isn't it right here? Is it over there?
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
It's on the page I was on. Apologies. So when playing an action card, you can choose to play a card held by another player instead of playing one in your hand. So that's good.
So you can play an action card held by another player.
You could, yeah. You could be like, I'm playing your card instead of mine. Maybe I have an action card that's really helpful at that moment.
No, that's good because what can happen in this, the way the turn order is going to go, we can move try to rescue passengers. Is it called move passenger? Yeah, move passenger.
The first phase in the turn is move passenger. So any movement that we can make, basically that's when we do it. So this safety officer being moved here would be a legal move for move passenger.
Right.
And then we would get to reveal this and see what's under it. From there, you go into the second action, and it's take action. And when it's the take action phase, you either play an action card that we just got, or you set up a passenger rescue. Right. And that's when you draw from the passenger deck and try and place them on one of the lines that we're forming.
So the reason why I pointed that out, that it's good that I can play one of your cards, is because there can be situations when we want to avoid drawing from here, because if anytime we deplete this deck and we have to reshuffle, again, you're going to get
it floods a compartment.
A flood. It's going to flood a compartment, and we don't get to draw an action card when that happens. So when you have to, you'll see right here, my guy says 6. I can draw up to 6 cards, and you got to announce it ahead of time. So I'm going to just do 4. Let's say I say I'm going to do 4. And then I have to be able to place one on here. Mm-hmm. If I can't place one on there, then it floods, and I get an action card.
Yeah, you failed the passenger rescue, but like you said, you get a.
But let's say everything's has been discarded. You know, everything in the discard pile, and if I have to try to take that action to rescue passengers, I have to shuffle. The compartment floods. I don't get an action card. I shuffle it, and then I would draw cards. And if I still can't add anything, then it would flood again, which can happen.
Double whammy, potentially.
Right. Now, if it floods, if it totally floods, what can happen is, wow, these are really nice and thick.
Yeah.
I thought there was 2 pages there. What can happen is that, let's say we had a lot of progress here, right? A lot of face up. They get in a panic. They rush to the next section of the ship. You shuffle it up, and then you draw a random one. So you could have like a lot of progress in both spots.
Yeah.
And then the panic, and then you lose your progress. So we're always trying to avoid flooding the cabins and messing up our progress.
Yes.
All right. So you know what? I think we're going to have to move this up a little bit. Let's do that now. I can see that happening. So we're ready to play. Want me to go first?
Yeah, you can take the first action here.
And so move around passengers. So let's move the 13 to here.
Makes sense.
You can go here or here.
Here.
And then once you move passengers, this is just like in solitaire. You want to do that so you can reveal the next card.
Come on, a 3.
Okay. And so we got a lot of first class, but we can't combine. Now, if we had the 12, the 13, the 12 here, we could have moved the 11 right here, but we don't have it.
Yep.
And if we had a boat here with a 1 and a 2, first class boat, then we could have moved it here. to rescue. But that's all I can do. I moved passengers. Now I could either play an action to end my turn or do the rescue move. So I can draw up to 6. And you may wonder, why would you want to draw up that many and deplete the deck? Because as we start to remember what's in the deck, we might want to draw 6 because we know there's one card we need.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of cards we can't use yet.
It's kind of, it's risky. It's better to draw less because you're not depleting your deck as fast, but it's also a risk because if you don't get to place one,
Correct.
You're big time kind of screwed.
So that's what's so cool about the tension here. Now, because we don't know what's in the deck, we don't know what's underneath there. Sometimes you can have all the ones underneath here, and you want it can happen, and you
really
want to
need a lifeboat.
Right, you need the lifeboat. So, not knowing what's in here, I'll just go with 4.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to announce ahead of time, and then you reveal.
Yeah, you don't get to reveal and then, oh, I'm going to stop now. That's
Exactly.
not how it works.
So I must place one of these or a cabin floods, and we do have.
This is problematic for
So
us.
now we're going to try to remember what's in here because there are action cards we can go through the discard pile that we might be able to acquire
There
later.
are.
So, okay, we can't use any of these. I can't. So unfortunately, it floods right away. I'll slide this down a little bit here. Yeah, this is okay.
There you go.
So now I flood the cabin.
No.
Bad turn. Now it could have been. Could I have found something to place if I did 5 or 6 cards?
Maybe.
Maybe
We'll find out on my turn.
You'll find out on your turn. Now, unfortunately, Matthew, you're not going to be able to move anything.
Yeah, it's my turn to move. I can't move anything. I'm not going to play my action card just yet. I think I'll draw. I can draw 5.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm going to draw 5 just to be safe.
Yes.
And hopefully we get a lifeboat or something along those lines. So let's see. Can't use, can't use, can't use, can't use, can't use.
Wow.
Yeah, this
Unlucky.
is an unlucky shuffle for us.
So a lot of first class, though.
Yeah,
so we know
definitely.
that. So we can take that information. All right, so that cabin floods.
So
turn to
it might be
page.
worth us using one of our our actions soon.
And what does that do again?
This allows you to look through any pile and then pick one card to put aside, reshuffle it, and then that will be the starting card on that pile. So like we could maybe look through this and find a lifeboat or something
Okay.
along
Well,
those
I'll
lines.
use my action. So it goes in the discard pile. Now it does. In the original edition, it says that you cannot look through the discard piles. So that means
You still can't.
you still can't. So that's good to know. So why is that important? Because you've got to use our memory, right? If for some reason I get an action that says look through the discard pile to get a card, well, we got to remember what's in there.
Yeah.
You can't look ahead of time before you play the action. So it could be a situation which you forgot, you play that action, you look through it, and you're like, oh, I can't get anything.
And if there's nothing you can use, well,
Well,
that's on you.
I'm gonna go look through this pile, even though
Okay.
there's more cards here.
Yeah. Well, we have 2-3 showing, so
Right.
I agree with that move.
Okay, and that's part of being a cooperative game. I make the final decision.
Yep.
But we're going to confer with each other.
Whoever the active player is will
Okay.
always make the final decision.
Well, a 16, a 4, a 17 could be
good.
good. Wow.
I think
So
that's the one.
so we got to can remember the information here. What's in here? So there's definitely some memory. So now we shuffle. So that was my action. Now what can happen is people think, oh, let's move the passenger. No, my turn's done.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to Matthew to move that 17.
And of course I will. This is our safety manager, and we'll start a new one. Let's see what we get. It's the 8, which, we can't use right now. Now, let me ask you, should I use my action, or do you think that I should draw?
Well, what does our characters do again? I already forgot what my guy does.
When you can use my actions
Okay,
on
use
your
your
turn,
action, okay.
And when I fail a passenger, I don't or
Okay, but if
placement,
fail,
I don't
you
get an
one.
action card.
Okay. Yeah, my short-term, my working memory.
Which I
there is
think
good.
we should have got actions on your turn.
Correct.
Yeah, because of the
So
failure.
I failed. So this is important. This is what can happen when you're playing the game. You can forget to do things. So
Yeah.
Some people
glad
are
you
like,
brought
"Well,
it
you
up.
guys forgot to draw actions." Well, you're right, we did, but now we remembered.
Forgive us.
So, when I drew, I failed. So, I got an action, and now you get an action.
Because that's my unique
Right.
ability.
And then when you failed, you didn't get an action.
Because my unique ability doesn't
Okay.
allow me to.
All right, so let's take a look at these new actions here that we drew.
Okay,
So here's
so
mine.
we got to get ready. Take a look at the top 5 cards from the passenger stack. If there are fewer than 5, only look at the cards that are available. You may arrange these cards in any order you like on the passenger stack. This includes putting them at the top, bottom, or dividing them between the top and bottom of the stack. So
Interesting.
that could be pretty good if we know we have a lot of cards we could use. Is like, just draw one.
Right.
Just draw one.
Now let's go ahead and look at yours.
I got same lines, so let's look up same lines. Same lines.
Okay, here's the card so you can see it.
Go. Choose 2 lines. One of them may be empty. They don't have to be adjacent to each other. Shuffle all the cards together from the 2 lines. Distribute the cards face down in equal shares in both decks. In the case of an odd number of passenger cards, place the excess one in the line that is closest to the stern. Then reveal the front card in each line. You are not allowed to look at the other face down cards in the 2 lines. This card may not be used with the collapsible boat.
Interesting. That must be another action.
That's okay. Yeah, the collapsible boat is actually really good.
I don't remember that being in the, but maybe it is. I just don't remember. All right, so we caught up on the. We got the actions that we were supposed to get before.
That's right. And then it was my turn.
You moved the 17.
Because I was deciding, should I draw or use an action?
Right.
I guess we can just draw.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I'll do 4.
Okay.
Worried.
2, 3, 4. Let's see what happens.
Worried.
Well, at least we're getting to know what's in the deck.
Yeah. A 9, not quite. A 12, okay. At least we can rescue 1 passenger. A 2. The 2's good. And a 4.
Now the problem with the 2, if we put it here, it's going to get mixed in with here.
Once we flood, yeah.
Yeah. But if we get a 1, we're going to need to put the 2 and 3 on there anyway.
Which would be nice, because then we could have a survivor stack starting.
But we got to get one of those ones to do it. Now there might be one in here. There's 4. The odds are we're going to find one soon. But will we flood before it happens?
We're really close to flooding, so
So you make the learning choice here.
it's on me. I'm gonna go with the 12.
Okay.
Because it's good. We can start to build off of this, and it's all the way in the back, so they're kind of
Yeah,
safe.
good point.
And
if we get an action where we can search through the deck, we know there's
the
a
2's
2.
in there.
A 2's in there. Okay, so my turn. I can move passengers. Nothing for me to move. So I could either play this, which I don't want to do.
or you could play mine as well
play
with
yours.
your unique skill.
And what action would you recommend me doing if I do? Or should I draw?
I mean, I would draw.
Okay.
You know,
I will
Let's
do
roll the
5
dice.
as well.
Let's get that lifeboat.
All right, so here's 5. Oh, it's 17, but we already have our opening. Oh, darn it. So I'm getting unlucky.
Well, no, you can actually do 1. You can rescue 1 passenger, so that's nice.
Which one am I I'm
13?
missing? Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
See, you noticed it before I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. We didn't have to flood the compartment.
Getting worried.
All right, so, your turn. No passengers to move. You want to play an action or draw?
I think maybe I don't want to lose. I don't want to combine them yet, so I kind of want to play my action that I get to look through this.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
Maybe there's a boat in there for us.
Okay, let's do it.
So I'll use my your turn.
Okay, so here we go, which I already used. So let's do it on camera right here.
There's a boat.
Yeah, so just
And
go ahead
there's
and
some
lay it out.
2s. Those are... Oh,
So
there's
that's-
2 boats and
that's
2
a really
2s.
good stack.
This is... we need to keep going through this stack is
Yes.
what we need to do. The 2s. I hope they get to the top
Yeah,
when
I
I
agree.
reshuffle it. I think we have to take a boat just to start, right?
Right, and because we are, it's the first class that's closer
Yeah,
to getting on a
and
boat.
closing to flooding as well. So I think we go with the
First class?
first class boat.
Okay. So
We'll
there
put
we
it
go.
up here for now.
Okay.
And then I'll reshuffle these. Oh wait, that goes on the front. That's how it works. I reshuffle these. That'll be the top card. So on
Right.
your turn, you can move
Then
it.
I can play it. Yeah, good point.
Almost
See,
made
I-
another mistake.
Well,
They
you
would
see
have got
how.
us in the comments.
But this is what this is what happens with this game, because when Julie and I played this,
Okay.
we were constantly doing other people's move action. You
Yeah,
got to keep on
yeah.
reminding yourself that you did your action, you revealed it. Now it's my turn. I'm going to move it.
Come on, 2.
Hopefully get a 2.
Another
Ooh,
boat. That
that's
works.
good. And
That's
this is
really good.
Again, if you want to see the difference, it's right here.
I'm happy with my shuffle now.
Oh, they're both. Yeah, this is the second class. So now we have a second and a first class. That is really nice.
Yeah, we can start a survivor boat.
Yes. And now I get to flip up the next one. Hopefully it's a 2.
Ah, it's the 11. I've seen him already. That's okay.
Bummer. All right, so I moved. So I'm either going to draw or do an action. I'm going to draw.
I think that's the play.
Okay, I'll just do. Okay, we don't want this to combine with that, so I'll do 5. I can do 6. Again, if you want. Again, if you didn't notice before, how I can do up to 6.
The top left corner will show you
Right.
how many. I can do 5.
Yeah. I just want to point that out in case you can't see it on camera. All right, so here we go.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, a 2 and another boat.
Hey, that guy looks familiar.
Here's the, in case you don't know, that is one of the
Designers.
game designers.
Yeah.
That's Bruno. So if we do the 2, we don't have any of these to go with it, the second class.
Not yet, we don't.
But we also don't need another second class boat. So I guess we just do the 2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So this goes on top of there. So we rescued 1.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Making
Good
a little
start.
bit of progress.
All right, so your turn, Matthew.
I think I have to draw 2.
Okay.
And hopefully...
How many you want to draw? Just how much is left?
I feel like... The thing is, if I fail, I don't get to draw a card. So it's like, I almost feel like... I'll do 5, just to be safe.
There you go.
Got a 14, a 12, a 10, a 7, a 5. No.
Wow, unlucky.
Yeah, even with the 4 or 5, it wouldn't have mattered. So that's a...
Okay, well, at least I get to see the flood action now. All right, so we failed.
Here comes the flood.
At least we didn't
compartment.
make too much progress here. So it flips. Unfortunately, because of his crew member, he doesn't going to get an action card.
It's a bummer.
If it happened on my turn, we both would have got one. So now we combine these. So these guys get scared as it starts flooding, as you can see here, and they rush into here, messing up our organization. So now we have all these cards in that part of the ship.
Yeah.
So we
we
shuffle.
really got to start building out some of these lines. Hopefully we can make some progress.
It's nice, the thematic, the passenger ticket.
Like a
there.
ticket, yeah. Another thing, there's passport markings behind the characters
I wonder
that were
what that
specific
was.
to the time.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. Well, we got to 13.
We've already had him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's my turn. At least we got 3 turns to screw up here. So, what does this one do again?
To get ready, let me just double check. 'Cause I've kind of forgot myself. Oh, you get to look at the top 5 and then rearrange them in any order you want. And
Of the
I don't know
passenger
if
deck,
there's-
right?
Is there just 5 in there? I don't know.
Is it the passenger deck?
Yeah,
Yeah, it won't be worth it now. There's only 5.
we might not be able to use any of them.
Yeah, well,
You could use mine.
and yours is...
This one allows you to mix 2 lines and then equally distribute them back and flip 2 new cards.
Well, we know that there's 2s in this one.
There's 2s in there, and there's only 1 here. I know this is the safety captain though, so it's tough.
All right, well, I'm just going to do 5 then.
Okay.
I'll finish it up. So here we go. At least I fail, we'll get some more action cards.
Okay, there's the 10s.
Hey, we're getting our boats out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's another boat in that pile. 10. Well, I know I can put the 10 here, or we can do another boat. What do you think?
I think the 10, maybe?
Is this first class? Yeah, let's do the 10 because I didn't see any 2 first class yet. If this was a second class one, I would say, yeah, let's go for it. So, there we go. All right.
Well,
so now,
the shuffle.
unless you play an action.
Oh, true.
So it's your turn.
I mean, I could play it on these 2 and then break them up, or this one since there's so many in there.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'll do these 2.
Okay.
Or do you think I should leave the safety off?
I would leave because we might get a 16. If you're going to do it, I'd do these 2.
I think the 6. I think I remember seeing 2 16s in the discard.
Right, so we don't want to mix
it might
up
be
that.
coming up. So these 2, I guess.
Yeah. So you're playing your action.
Yeah.
So we couldn't move passengers, but you're playing your action.
There's a lot of cards here for these 2 lines.
So what we're doing is we're combining both lines and getting new face-up cards.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get some things going here.
Well, just 3.
And what does it say again about where the...
I'm pretty sure it said to...
Because we have an
What's it
odd
called?
number.
Same lines, right?
Yeah.
In the case of an odd number of passenger cards, place the excess one in the line that is closest to the stern.
Okay,
So
that's to our advantage.
and then we reveal the front 2 cards. A 4, we just need a 3, a 16.
Ah, we got lucky.
That's,
Okay.
That works.
All right, so you play your
My
action?
turn is over. It's your turn now.
I get to move.
That's nice.
So I guess we're focusing on second class. That's what
It'd
it
be
looks like.
nice if we could get a little more of them.
All right, I have an action here, and I can't play this because, and you don't have an action card I could play for you.
That's correct.
So I have to do this. So
Yes. So every time you reshuffle the passenger deck, there's a flood, and you do not get an action card
Correct.
for that, unfortunately.
so you get kind of penalized
Yeah.
for drawing cards too fast like we've been doing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little worried here.
Yeah, it could be
Getting
just
a little
playing.
worried.
It could be you're playing with me, and I'm not good at this game.
Well, the good thing is once you know this game, you can reshuffle and set up real quickly, and the
Yeah.
games go pretty fast as well. So
Okay, since I'm not doing an action and I reshuffled, I am going to draw. Well, see, if we get any first passenger, we're kind of
we
screwed.
need an 11.
Yeah, I need 11, so I better do 5. What do you think? 5?
5 it is.
Okay,
Okay.
and we did. Now,
Okay.
we got to decide: do we do the boat or the 15?
I think we do the 15 because if we can start to move some of these
Yeah.
passengers around, we can open up and
Okay,
see what's
let's do it.
underneath them.
At least we know that. At least we know there's a 1 still in there, and it's a second class one.
Okay, and
All right.
I can't move anyone, so I will draw
You don't want to fail because
5.
yeah, we won't get an action if we do.
It's like, I guess it's better if you take less cards than me, because if you
Yeah.
fail, we get a bonus.
Then
at
that's
least.
what we'll do from now on.
Okay, we're seeing our friend Kathala again. Both the designers. A 2, that's nice. We can start.
Yeah.
We can
I don't
rescue
see the 6 though.
him. The 6 is nice.
We're so far away from getting more first class. Maybe we should do the 6. What do you think?
The problem is, I mean, the 6 is good, but the problem is, if we start to bury them, like, we can't move this 7 to an 8 because it'll have a 6 on it kind of thing. So we really need this to come up more. So we need a 3 so we can move that 4.
All right, then let's do
That's
the
tough. I think we,
2. Okay.
let's save the child while we can. We don't know how this is going to happen, unfortunately.
You know, the last Titanic survivor died like, I don't know, 3 to 5 years ago. She was an infant. I think it might have been 10 years ago. So, I cannot move anything.
Nope.
So I'm drawing. So I'm going to do less because we can
Yeah.
flood.
If you fail,
I'll do 3.
we'll get some new actions.
1, 2, 3.
And guess what?
You failed.
You're gonna fail.
Well, at least we got some actions. So we flood.
These could be game changers, these actions.
Yeah, we definitely need action cards. Okay, here's yours. Here's mine.
Let's see. Come on for me.
All right, let's show it on camera.
Oh, here we go. Let's come on. And
If you want to move up there you go.
look through the passenger stack and choose a passenger to play immediately. Then shuffle the passenger stack. If none of the passengers in the stack are suitable, turn a Titanic booklet page. An action card is not taken as a result of the page turning. This is really good because we have pretty much a fresh deck, so we're definitely getting something we need.
Okay, here's mine.
And you have come back. Look through the discard passenger stack and choose a passenger to play immediately. If none of them are suitable, turn the Titanic booklet page. So we basically got the opposites of each other. You look through the discard passenger stack, and I look through the passenger stack that hasn't been explored yet.
So it's my turn. It's your turn to move passengers. And if it doesn't
Can't
move,
do that.
you can
I
either...
kind of want to maybe look through.
Okay.
Maybe we can get a 3. That'd be really, really nice.
All right.
So I look through the...
Yes, I look through the discard.
Okay. There's a lot in here. Let's see. 10. I think I want a green 3 if I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then we can start to get the
Yeah, I
4
agree.
and a little movement. But do we have another anchor? It won't matter, actually.
You're
Because
talking
the 4 isn't. And that's a different scoring thing. I'm getting a little ahead of myself.
There was a dog on the ship that we just heard.
The dog on the ship. All right, yeah, I got to look through them all right. So let's get the 3. We'll play that immediately. And then I have to shuffle, right? Yeah.
Yes. All right, that's good. So you've done your action. Now I get to move passengers. I'm going to move the 4.
Yay.
Hopefully
A little bit of progress.
the 11.
11.
We don't need an 11. That's a bummer.
There we go.
Now, I don't think there's any... Since I could search through the discard.
Was there one that we remember you could use? There was a boat at the very least.
Yeah, but we don't need
Let me
twos.
put that in the discard as well.
All right. Well,
There's just it's
I'll
like
just do.
they're just so close.
I'll just do 3, and if we fail again,
We get passengers, and then we're gonna have to shuffle these 2 though.
yeah. But at least we're going to be messing up those.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll do 4. Make it not. I usually do 5.
Okay.
Well, we got the
We
boat.
can play that. An 8 is nice. A 4 can't be used yet. Neither can the 10.
Well, I guess
Oh.
do a boat.
I guess it's the boat.
First class passenger only. So we'll put those side by side.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll take, I guess, 5.
Okay.
If I fail, it's really
2,
bad.
3, 4, 5.
Okay, so we can use the 9
9.
or the 11 over here.
We're so far away from
There's a
first
10
class.
as
So
well.
I say go with the 9 because then we can try to move that 7 off if we get an 8.
Yeah, I like that play as well.
Okay. All right. So then
We're boating along.
I could search the discard. I'm sure there's something we can use.
There's probably definitely something we can use in there. Was there an 8? There was definitely an 8.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't move anything, so I'm going to do an action instead
get
of
the
drawing.
8.
And so here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Now let's see if there's anything else that we really want to do.
We really need a 5 over here, but we don't have a 6 yet.
Yeah, so we'd be stuck.
The 6 is in there.
So that's probably the best one, at least we can move the 7 off.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're starting to get some good progress here, so.
Okay.
All right, so it'll be my turn to move passengers.
So I got to, oh, I don't have
You
to
don't
shuffle
really have to
this card.
shuffle
No,
that.
you don't. Yeah.
So I'll move this here, and hopefully it's something we can use. A 3.
Yes.
We can. That's great. So we'll
Sweet.
continue moving passengers, because we can. A 12. We can move the 11 to the 12.
Yeah, definitely. Or let's move those there. No, you don't want to do that because if they get combined, you'll get screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah. This is it. Move the 11 onto the 12.
Yeah, let's do that. Come on. 14. We
Yes.
can do it.
Hey,
Okay.
you're getting lucky.
Okay. All right. Come on.
Yeah.
A 3. Oh,
but we only have another
we
2
need
here.
The 2. That's okay. That was a pretty good movement.
All right. You did a lot of moving, and there's no action to play for you.
5. Ooh, that would leave you with 1.
Want to do 3? But then we'll flood.
Why don't I do
4?
Yeah, let's do 4.
Okay.
There's the 4 and a 5. 8, 5, a 5 here.
Yes.
And then we need a 6, and then we can 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Oh, we need a 6 really bad. And we know 1's in there.
I have this. Now, I'm not going to be able to move anything, so I'm already looking at actions. What's this one do again?
To get ready, you can look at the top 5.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that.
We need to use that next turn. Come on.
Okay, so if I
Something we can
remember,
use.
I could say 5, but then I'm going to have to shuffle this and we'll be turning, but then we'd be combining. So then we lose our progress here anyway. So did I just do 2?
I think do 2 because if you fail,
Then at least we'll get some cards.
yeah.
Okay, here we go. 7,
Oh,
14.
we just placed the 14.
Bummer.
That is a bummer.
Okay, well, turns, floods,
No.
they rush in a panic. Maybe we'll get something good, something we can use. So we have all these passengers now in that line. Okay.
Oh no. And it's going to flood again once we reshuffle the discard.
And look, we have less.
So we're
cabin
getting
space.
scarily close. We really need that 6. 4. We
Doesn't
do
help.
get our action cards though.
Oh yes, each get
So
one.
hopefully we
because
get something that
each
can
get
help
one
us
'cause
out.
I failed. All right, so go ahead and look at yours first on camera.
Mystery passenger.
That's good.
Yes, I remember this basically acts as a card that you want it to.
Now, which one is it? Is that a first class or second class?
It is a second class.
Good, that's what we need.
So on my turn, I know what I'm going to be doing with this one.
Then go ahead and look at mine. 'Cause it is your
Come
turn.
back, look through the discard passenger stack, and choose a passenger to play immediately.
Okay, so we're getting some good cards.
So here's the bad news. We have to reshuffle that so I can draw.
That's right.
Well,
No, we don't.
I
No,
can
you're
use
not. You're
this.
just doing
I'll
an
use this
action.
as...
Yeah.
So I'm using my action card. This is a 6.
Yes.
And I'll put it... I mean, it doesn't really matter.
No,
there.
you can put it there.
Yeah, I'll put it there. I
And
mean,
then-
either way. And now it's your turn.
Right, now at some point if we find the 6 we can switch it out, so I'll leave it up like that as a reminder. Because if we get to green 6, you're able to switch it out.
Yeah,
All right, so I'm moving passengers on my turn.
that's good. So we're at the 11. We need a 12 now, and then a 13, and we can get a whole
Hopefully
boat.
we get lucky.
Oh,
So
that's
close.
great. That's what we needed.
Do we?
Yeah, at the 12.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My mistake.
Now we just need a 13.
So I was thinking, here we go.
a 2.
2, and that's
Is
first
it?
class.
Ah.
Bummer.
Well, if we get the second class, we
All
can.
right, so now I got to decide an action. Now, this allows me to look through the discard pile.
Yeah, and you're definitely be able to find something we need in there.
So we're going to
Maybe
do
a
that.
13?
Let's see. We want a 13, right?
A green 13, yeah.
Let's see here.
If it's in there, then it's...
Well, you can use whatever you want.
yeah, maybe the boat. Because
Yeah.
we have the 2 out.
So second class. So now we got all the boats.
All right, so here's the thing. We know a 13 is in there somewhere.
Well, there's a 13 hidden between these two stacks. That's the nice thing about it is that we know there's only 2 stacks. Sometimes you can have 3 or more stacks because people rush.
Okay.
So
So I
you're
can
gonna
move before I do anything. It's all right. We're saving some lives here. A 6. Would have been nicer if it was a 5 or something. Okay, and now I don't have an action, so I do have
Yeah.
to. We do have to do the reshuffle and draw.
Okay.
This is getting scary because one more, and then we're combining these 2.
I think you're going to have to do
I think I need
Now
5.
notice how
right?
thin this is. It's thinner than what we started with.
Yeah.
So,
I think I need 5.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
We got to go to the max here. And then I think you should use your action on your turn, maybe,
Okay.
to look at the top 5.
Oh, what am I doing? So we're going to do 3. You go ahead and turn them up. I keep on doing that for you.
5, 5, 11, 16, 7. Do we need any of these? Well, I can place the 11.
No, the 5 and the 4.
The 5 and then the 4.
I think we're focusing on second
Yeah,
class this game.
so
Some games, it turns it's the other way
just
around.
the way the cards come out, you know? Yeah, let's do the 5.
Okay, and then on my turn, I get to move.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We didn't flood.
Yes.
And we can reveal what's under
here
here.
we go.
A
We need
3.
a
We need a 3
13.
to put there. A
9.
9. Oh, no.
Bummer.
That is just not great for us.
Now, I can set the 5 cards in any order. That's how it works?
Yeah, so you can look through the top 5, and then you can put them on the top or the bottom in any order you want, or a combination of both.
Okay.
So you can put 2 good ones on top, 3 bad ones on the bottom.
All right.
Do we need any, though?
12,
We can use the 4 for sure at some point. The
and maybe we put them all on the
12.
bottom.
Well, I would put the 4 on top, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
And then the rest, and I'll just draw 1 on my turn.
Yeah, there you go. So putting them on the bottom, 4 is on top. I did my action.
I will
turn?
draw 1 card.
Yeah, because we're not moving anybody. So there you go.
Oh, we needed that. That's great.
Okay, now my turn. I will go. We don't want to fail because it's going to combine all those.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my max of 6. Why? Because we need to get a 3.
Yeah, 3 would be really nice. I think they're in here, though. I don't know.
Let's see.
8.
And 10.
Oh, this is
So close.
unfortunate for us.
So even doing 6 didn't matter. Look at the possibilities here. Bummer. It's flooding. Well, at least we get action cards because I failed. So we combine all these together. So now we got
That's
a
a
big,
lot.
huge stack.
So many in one stack.
And we lost that progress. We could have put all those right there if we only would have
Yeah,
gotten a 3.
we needed a 3 really bad. And I think it's in, obviously, the stack you're holding. But
If we get a 3, that will help. All right, so here's your action card. Here's
let me
mine.
see.
Go ahead and...
I got the collapsible boat.
and what did that do again?
Well, we needed it last turn, basically. But this is actually a really good one. Oh, so I passed it. Sorry. Let me go on screen. So you put this card next to the Titanic booklet, place it immediately on it as a series of face-up passengers from your line. Place immediately on it a series of face-up passengers from the line of your choice. Start with any number. This line works like any other. So we basically would have had an extra spot
an extension.
here. And we could have moved an entire group.
Right.
Yeah, and then basically this
Here's
you know,
mine.
goes away. Save time. Hopefully this can help us out. What do we got here? 1 of these in the deck. Okay. Shuffle the passenger stack and the discard passenger stack together to create a new passenger stack. If the passenger stack is already depleted, just shuffle and start a new stack as normal. Do not turn over a page in the booklet. That's
All
really
right,
helpful.
so that
for
helps
right
us
now.
avoid flooding when we have to reshuffle. All right, so here's a face-up card that happened on my turn.
5.
Not very helpful.
I mean, I wish we got this earlier in the game. I
Right.
mean, I can still play it.
I think it's worth playing it and putting the 17 on there.
Yeah, the 17, 16, 15,
Yeah,
14.
let's do
so
that,
I'll
'cause
play that and then,
Because if they rush into here, we're pretty much going to lose.
yeah.
All
There we
right.
go.
So that was your action. I can't move anything. So I will draw... I'll just draw 5. Oh, and then...
Well, I want to leave... We want to make sure we can use that on your turn, right? So we want to have 1 card left.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
So what do you want to do? 5?
I think I should draw 5 because if I fail, we get nothing, and then you draw. But so we should leave 6, or I guess 5. Yeah, 5.
So I should do
because
5?
it doesn't automatically
Okay.
reshuffle until we say.
So I'm doing 5.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
6. 13 we can use. 5 we can use. Well, the 5 is a guaranteed point if we rescue.
If we put the 13 here,
We put a 12
Yeah, but
and start to
then-
build.
I say we do the 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if we do lose, at least we get some points.
We're saving lives, as many as we can.
Yes.
And then how many are left?
There are 4.
So I'll take 4, and
Okay.
then hopefully I don't fail. But you can use that.
Right. If you fail, then just go there anyways.
12, 7, 6, and a 14.
What a
So,
bummer. That's 6.
yeah. Well, we can,
If we only would have put the 13 there, then we could have put the 12. But that's the way
Yeah.
it goes. What can we do?
yeah. So I fail.
Okay. We turn the page.
I'm like, there's a way, right? No, I failed. It's a bummer.
All right. So turn the page. There's nothing for me to move. So then I play this action. And so it allows us to reshuffle, right?
Yes. So you would shuffle the discard into the current deck. Our current deck had 0,
Right.
which was nice.
So at least then we avoided flooding another.
So now we have a new draw pile,
Yes.
which is nice. Buys us a little time. We're basically at the end here, though.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to overcome the fact that there's so many cards stuck in here. All right, so I'll do 5 again.
I think the only thing really is an action, but yeah.
Okay.
Some action to free it up. 6, 12, 8, 4. Well, you can play the 6.
Okay, that's something. At least we didn't lose it.
I'll take 5, I guess.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
we can use the
4,
13.
5. Well, we can use the 7
We can use
too.
the 7 as well. Do we want to use the 13? Because we know the 12 is coming out?
The 12 already went by.
Oh, did it? Oh, no.
Pretty sure it did. Now we can't look through it.
Yeah, I should have been paying better attention.
It's rescue.
Yeah, we're getting
Rescue.
towards the end, so I think that's
Okay.
the play.
Okay.
Can't move anything, your turn.
I'll do 4, and that way you'll have 4. Because if I fail, at least we'll get some action cards.
Yeah, I mean, the last action cards could save us somehow.
What a bummer.
Yep.
Okay.
So this gets,
Shuffled, and you flip up a new one.
yeah. Hey, maybe it'll be the 13 that we need.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right. That's what's preventing us from saving all these people here. We need the 13 right there.
Here, actually, you want to shuffle and then I'll read this
Okay.
new abilities we got?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I got come on, look through the passenger stack and choose a passenger to play immediately. We had that one earlier. And you have Plan B. Plan B, look through the discard action card stack and choose a card to place in front of you. So you can pull one of our discarded cards. That's not bad.
Yes.
There might be some hope to save some more passengers here. What is it? Oh, 8.
Oh, we can. So
Yeah.
that happened. Whose turn was that? That was your turn, right? it was
Well,
my
it
turn.
flooded because
my
you couldn't
turn
get
'cause we
anything.
got action,
And
so
then
now it's you.
now I can move
Yeah.
passengers, so that's good. Saved 1. 6 is not what we needed. I know the 13 is under here, which is a bummer, but you
Well, hang on a second. What card is that?
that's a
It's a
6.
6, so we can replace it right now.
Oh yeah, nice. Forgot about that.
Okay. There you go.
A 2.
Yep.
Hey, come on.
Okay, this is.
Keep our luck going here. Come on. An 11. I can place it here.
Awesome. Do it.
Yeah. That guy looks familiar.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
A 9. Do we use a 9? No, we can't. Not right
bummer.
now. Okay, so this is what we need to happen. Was there something in the come on pile that we could use? Right?
There's something in here we can use. In fact, we can even use the card we just used. That can be. We can make this a 13 right now. Oh no, it's a second class.
Here's the thing.
If you make it a 13, we can rescue.
But that's
it,
your action to grab that.
Well, what you did was
I've only moved passengers so far.
Right, so you can... Oh,
I can play this.
mine is that one.
Yeah, so on your
Okay.
turn. So, and we only have 1 life. So if I draw 5 and I can't play something,
Yeah.
we're screwed. If I play this, I get to look through the passenger stack and choose immediately. Is there something in that stack that I can use? It's either way. I have to.
Yeah, you
I'm
have
better
to do
off
it.
drawing.
You're better off drawing 4?
Well, we turn the booklet page if we can't use this, so it's the
Either
same
way.
thing. Yeah, so I'll just draw 4.
Okay, so here we go.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
No, the 7. No, it goes up. You're right. 17 we can't use.
No.
If only we had a spot here.
The collapsible boat. Oh, that's such a bummer because we were just so close to. Well, that's the way it goes, unfortunately.
All right, so this goes all right here. We combine, and that's it, right?
And then the back of the book is just.
Man, we
The
were
knight
one
with
turn
the
away.
iceberg.
Let's say if we had one more turn. Okay.
You would have drawn.
I would have gone this
I would have
one.
said draw through the one where you can look through the stack and pick any card you want. And then we could have got that 13 we needed
Okay,
at the
let's
very
say,
least.
let's say we did that. Because I'll just keep it separate.
It's got to be in there, right? Yeah, there they are, both of them.
Okay. So then you still stay on top, right?
Yeah, so this would have got shuffled. He would have been on top, and then it would have been my turn. I could have moved him there, then move all of them there.
Yeah.
The collapsible boat goes away, and then we would have got a new card
Right.
that maybe we could use. But
Well, let's see what we could have gotten. This is just interesting to see, as a what if.
yeah, we got to save a lot more passengers, but
Okay.
we needed one more turn. A 3,
A 3,
which we could have
all
used. A 9, where we would have been stuck again.
Okay.
But
So
then I would have got to draw. Well, we would have had to reshuffle,
shuffle. So,
and then I would have
so
flooded.
we would have rescued 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more passengers
Yeah.
if you would have found something. This, we got stuck on first class big time.
Yeah, we did. We did.
All right, so now we got to compute points. So the anchors only come into play if you rescued everybody. That's your
Yeah.
bonus here. And how does that work? If there are, you take your biggest line of anchors in
In a row.
a row. In this case, it'll only be
Two.
additional 2 points if you would have rescued, if we would have won the game. But in this case, doesn't matter. Now, isn't it just straight up counting?
It's just, yeah, the top card, 8.
8, 2,
So we're at
that's
10.
22,
24.
24. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you play with me. We do terrible.
We did the best we could. We did the best we
Well,
could.
there's experts out there that are probably, if you played this game a lot, maybe we made a move earlier that we shouldn't have done it. You can let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we might have misplayed or something along those lines.
I don't know if it was a misplay. It could have been strategy-wise. But if we
Yeah.
did make a misplay, let us know. Yeah. So,
Oh, yeah. I think we caught the one we did early on. And I don't.
Oh, we
I
did.
mean, if we made another, obviously, I didn't know we made it.
Right.
But I don't think we did. I think we followed pretty good from there on.
and this is the first time I played with crew powers.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
I
to
like
do
the
that.
crew a lot, and something that's just interesting about the crew is it's like historically accurate for the crew that was on the
Okay,
Titanic.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and it's like an homage to them,
Right. Did you know that
Okay, sorry. I might be remembering this wrong, but I read something recently with that nurse
Yeah.
was on. She survived all of. She was on the Olympic, the Britannia when they all sank.
Really?
And the Titanic, and she survived all 3 of them.
wow, what a curse.
Yeah.
Now,
Maybe was she the curse? I don't know.
do you know the captain, the James Cameron in the movie, portrayed him as kind of cowardice, right? And the distant ancestors sued,
Oh.
and he said whatever, and he paid him off. It wasn't that much money, but it's like, okay, whatever. You think I've stained his
the last
reputation,
one.
so be it. But that's a little trivia right there, that the distant ancestors of the captain wasn't happy with the way he was portrayed in
I did not know
the
that.
Titanic movie. So there you go. So thanks for watching.
Yes,
Please don't
thank
forget
you.
to subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like.
And I will be doing a comparison video right here, so you can see the difference for those of you who don't want to pay $100.
The original and the new.
You were saying that these go for like $100.
Yeah.
So you don't need.
It was out of print for a long time.
In my opinion, you don't need this version. This is just the book alone. Wow. This is not gonna wear out. Nice material. Like I said, it's a Mylar. It's a plastic.
Yeah, we're very happy how it all
Yeah.
came out. We
And
put a lot
and
of
just a foil stamp right there too.
yeah, put a lot of love in this one. A lot
The
of care.
first game that my brothers and I did, we had foil stamp pieces.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the,
It's a nice
Right.
touch.
yeah. All right, very good. Thank you for watching. All right,
See
bye-bye.
ya.